Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. I want to thank you for joining us as we continue to produce remotely. We are honored to be joined by Thomas Baffuto, who is in fact the Executive Director of the ARC of New Jersey. Good to see you, Thomas.
Good morning, Steve. Delightful to be here.
Tell everyone what the ARC is.
The ARC is a statewide advocacy organization for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We provide advocacy in all areas of people's lives and their families. We also provide services through our 20 local county chapters that provide services in all 21 counties.
Thomas, how has this global pandemic, COVID-19, impacted your work, but also the people that you're serving with intellectual and developmental disabilities?
Well, as like everybody else, this has been a very challenging time. Our number one effort, we're keeping all of our folks safe. All programs shut down. People living in group homes had to remain in their homes, and we weren't allowing visitors, or it was just a really difficult time. But through the great work of our DSPs, our direct support professionals, the staff in the group home, this is staff who showed up every day, even while the rest of us were working from home, our direct support professionals went into those group homes every day and provided supports and services to our individuals. So you can imagine for a person with intellectual and developmental disabilities, it was difficult to understand why they couldn't visit with their family anymore, why they couldn't go to their day program or their job anymore. And it was just very difficult to help them to understand what was going on. But we were able to do it, and we did a lot of positive things during this time.
You know, you're a nonprofit, we're a nonprofit. I know the Horizon Foundation has been a big supporter of what you're doing, and Horizon has been with us as well. They supported an initiative called the Healthy Lifestyle Program. What is that, and how is it connected to the ARC?
It's an incredible partnership the ARC of New Jersey has developed with the Horizon Foundation. There is a great deal of information out there for the general public to how to live a healthy lifestyle, diet, exercise. But that information wasn't accessible, wasn't understandable for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Through our partnership with the Horizon Foundation, we took all of that information and made it accessible and understandable for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We put together programs to talk about the importance of diet, the importance of exercise. We did work around how to wear a mask, why it's important to wear a mask. We did a Stay Healthy at Home webinar series. We did a Positive Pulse newsletter giving healthy tips to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, exercise classes, cooking classes, all the things that you and I have readily accessible to us. We had to make accessible to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and we are able to do that through this great partnership with the Horizon Foundation.
You know, Thomas, as we're thinking about this, we use the term intellectual, developmental disabilities. And I'm thinking about the emotional support that is needed for, I hate saying this population because they're individuals who have individual needs on so many levels, but the emotional needs they have. Could you talk about that, Thomas?
Oh, sure. Well, as you can imagine, during this pandemic, that was of critical importance to us. People living with their families had to stay home, couldn't go out to the day programs. We were able to provide that support through very creative ideas, using Zoom calls, telephone calls. We had great partnerships with our communities. We had fire departments riding by our group homes. We had communities delivering food to our group homes and just doing wonderful things, all virtual, of course, to help with the emotional support. Just like this has been difficult for you and I, Steve, it's been very difficult for us to help folks with intellectual disabilities understand what is going on. But again, through creative programming, through our local chapters and other service providers, and with the support of the community, we've been able to do the best we can to provide them with the emotional support they need during this difficult time.
Say someone wanted to make a difference, Thomas. By the way, Steve Adubato here remotely with Thomas Baffuto, who is Executive Director of the ARC of New Jersey. Say someone said, I want to make a difference. I want to be helpful. What could they do? We'll put up your website right now. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, there's so many ways. Certainly, we never anticipated this pandemic, and access to PPE, personal protective equipment, was a huge challenge for us. And we've had to spend thousands of dollars that we didn't have, that we need to
Right.
raise the money for. And included with that, if people want to help engage at our group homes or do some creative things from a distance or drop some things off, it's always something that's important to us. So a financial contribution to help our chapters, always important. Community rallying around our individuals who are in the group homes and staying there. All of those kind of things are important to what we do. And certainly our heroes are our DSPs, our direct support professionals. Just putting up a sign saying thank you to the staff that have worked 24/7 in our group homes is certainly appreciated also, because again, there are real heroes out there.
Hey, Thomas, I want to thank you for the work that you're doing every day. And we wish you nothing but the best. You have an open line of communication with us if we can help in any way. Thomas, thank you so much.
Steve, thank you for the opportunity. Have a great day.
You got it. I'm Steve Adubato. We will be right back.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the Russell Berry Foundation, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, PSE&G, the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, NJM Insurance Group, Englewood Health, TD Bank, and by Eastern Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters. Promotional support provided by NorthJersey.com and Local IQ, part of the USA Today Network, and by ROINJ,